All right, well, power's been out for a couple hours, so we're just cleaning and organizing. It's the 19th of June. Tomorrow will be 1 year that we moved into this place. If you remember that video series of us acquiring this building that I've been looking at for 20 something years. Here's the update on this building. We are in escrow, so I'm having my guys go around while we're in escrow and weed the whole thing. So just very blessed, very thankful for how this has turned out. And again, I'll keep you posted on this building. All right, it's the 26th of June and FedEx just came in here and dropped off my escrow papers. We get to work on these. There used to be like a 5-foot diameter stump right here, and you can see how this is buckling. So I just showed up and the stump's gone. So I don't know if that was part of the initial removal of the tree deal before we entered into escrow. That's just a cool positive. Space here is a complete dive. The place is just a dump. I mean, it's so disgusting in here. This carpet is absolutely disgusting. It reeks like a dead body in here. So I just have the power turned on and I'm putting this oil heater in here and I'm setting it to 55 degrees. It's now winter, so it's going to be really cold in here and I don't want the pipes freezing. What we're going to do with this room, do a big arch right here. So the whole room opens up into here. I want to make this a really big living space and make this area the shop. That's going to be part of this, my business right here. What we're doing now, talking to contractors, is where is the door going to go? Thought is we remove this wall, take this whole wall out, put the bay door in over here. Now, the electric was supposed to be on today, so I'm going to go talk to the electric company. All right, well, I just came out here and the main breaker was off. I just turned it on. Ah, it's on. See, there's a light. Ah, see, heater's on. So they turned it on, they just didn't flip the switch. All right, you guys, January 2nd. I got to get that fridge out of here. I can rip out this carpet and start working on this. Here's what we got done today. This whole side here now, if you remember, there was a wall here. We just had this demoed today. There was a drop ceiling. They got rid of it, got rid of all the carpet, and now this is a huge bay in here. So let's see how wide this is. So it's 35 by 25. So that's a big space for us. I'm just so excited to see this, you know. Look at the size of this place. This shop is actually the same square footage as my other shop over there. So that's the update. It is now April 10th on a Wednesday. We finally got the fridge out of here. And what's funny is the guy that lived here kept blaming us next door for his rat infestation from our tire piles, which had never happened in the 30 years that I've stored tires outside. I've never seen animals live in them ever. I suggested to him that maybe they would rather live in a nice warm home. And what I found behind the back of the fridge was a hole in the back of the fridge with a huge rat nest in it. We got the carpet ripped out of here and the padding ripped out of here because it stunk to high heaven. Come on, baby. What we've come up with is a single door there, a wide, like a 14-footer. Come on, baby. It is July 21st, 2024. Today's the day that we are tearing this all out. We're going to do a huge beam header and we're going to do a 14-foot by 9 garage door. Then, of course, we're going to wall this off and turn this into my garage and my extra little living space. Sign? Not really. All right, so it is the 29th of June. This will be the third garage door guy. $200 over the cheapest one I could get, and he can do it 2 weeks sooner. We're gonna book this. It's gonna take him 2 weeks. That'll be the next stuff you see here is getting this door in here. It's August 13th. They will be here Friday. We're gonna do a roll-up track door. It is August 16th, and man, we had some headaches. They were supposed to be here a week ago. They didn't show. Then they rescheduled for today. and they were running late, like 90 minutes late. And the salesman told me all I had to do was remove the interior drywall, and then they could do the door, and then we could remove the exterior shell later. But when the installer got here, he didn't like that. He said, no, you got to remove the exterior shell. So that threw me into a little bit of a panic. The installer was about to leave, and I said, look, if you guys leave, I'm just going to cancel my credit card, and you're stuck with a custom-made door. You're here, you drove 2 hours. I came up here, I drove an hour. I can get that wall ripped out in 30 minutes with my own guys. So that's what I did. That's a big step right there. That's where we're at now. We'll see where we end up here soon. That's about 10 pounds of very fine dirt that was underneath. Only, let's see, 300 square feet of carpet. All right, well, I just picked up the door. Super cool place. Ordered it online, and then I just drove down here. I threw it in the bed of my truck. There she is back there, and me and the boss, we're heading back up.
800 feet, turn right onto North Magnolia Street.
The shop's coming together, it's just taking some time. All right, it's March 10th. This is the apartment part, and I know I've owned this building now for over a year and a half, and we've done literally nothing with the building except use it for storage. Well, also, we put the door in and we tore a bunch of walls out of here. I went down and picked up this garage door, and this is a walk-through door that's gonna go on this north end right here. We're gonna put the door. When the tire deliveries come, of which we get 3 per day, they can pull up here, unload the tires, go right into inventory. All right, it's March 28th, and the tire plant was shut down for months, so we have a bunch of tires here we're now loading and get rid of. But here's an update on the new building. We got the side door put in right here. So this fence will come out. We'll wrap it back somewhere. We'll put a loading ramp, probably finish all this, gravel it, make it look nice. Everything in those bins is gonna go in here. 6 months after I moved in, I noticed a little county vehicle parked on the curb taking pictures. If you had seen this lot before I bought it, it was a stinking disaster. We completely cleaned this lot, got all the stuff organized. They sent me a notice saying I need a permit for these. So I filed for the permit, paid the money. Then they said I need to go to planning, and I said, well, the specs for these containers, I can just send you the specs. We don't need to do any plans. They would not work with me. They showed up here last week. Little lady came in here, super snooty, and was just treating my guys in the office like garbage. And I just stepped out of my office and said, look, has anyone ever told you that you've got an attitude? I just flat out said it. I said, if you want us to do the right thing, we want to do the right thing. I've tried to do the right thing. But to get a container that's only 320 square feet permitted, you make it impossible. So if you want us to work together, just come in here a little more professional and a little more friendly, and it's going to go a lot smoother. She said, well, you have 2 weeks to get rid of them. And she slammed down a notice and walked out. Meanwhile, this is a block away from my shop. Here's all the containers. This is 2 blocks away from my shop. Here's all the containers or homemade sheds. And this is 3 blocks away from my shop. And all these are containers or homemade sheds, unpermitted. Perfect timing, because like I just showed you, we got this door in right here. So next week, I'm gonna hack the fence back and start bringing stuff in. That's step 1 to moving into this building. Another snowboarder down. All right, so today's an epic day. We're gonna cut this fence out. Like, I always get intimidated, and it's like, you just gotta start stuff, you know? You just gotta do it. A lot of people never succeed because they just don't start stuff. All right, this will be the first time opening the new door. What's up, bro? Great. Opening the new door. I'm gonna take a picture for my guy that installed this. Something wrong with the tension. Gosh darn it. There's no tension in the barrel pulling this door up. I just sent another deposit off to a reputable door company, and they're going to be redoing the door for $14.50. I picked up this cool couch for free. So today what I'm doing is I'm scraping the floors. I bought a scraper, and fortunately the carpet and foam pulled up really easy, and there's just a minimal amount of glue and little chunks of the foam. Here's a picture of that couch. Super clean, super comfy. It's gonna fit right in that corner perfectly. So the first thing I wanna do is I wanna hang this TV so I can have my TV playing while I'm working. I'm gonna hang the TV on this wall. I purchased it with the exact dimensions to fit. It's gonna fit right in there and rest perfectly. All right, hanging the TV mount here. Let's see. Got her level. Let's get the rest of it done. Put the little cover on. So it looks good. There you go. All right, she's level. Let's lock her down. All brand new internet stuff goes crashing down. So I bought this TV months ago, and look at this thing. It's smashed right here. It's smashed right here. It's smashed right here. It's all cracked up here. TV's junk. After all that work. All right, so obviously I opened this sucker the day it got here because the last one I didn't open for 3 or 4 months, and then I was not able to return it. So it looks like it's good. I'm just gonna set it up and go install it. All right, TV's great. Watching Supercross, working on the kitchen. I yanked that 100-year-old cabinet out of here, and it opened up this so much. Aha! Yes! Oh yeah! Woo-hoo. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I am currently filming and working on the trailer trash video series. If you are a current subscriber, you don't have to do anything. But if you are not subscribed, click the subscribe button, because one of the subscribers will be picked from a drawing to win that trailer at the end of the series. I want to talk about that door. I paid $700 for that door. I paid the guy $300 to put it in, and it's trashed. I didn't really elaborate in the video, but I did call out a professional door company that I've used on both of my shops with the big roll-up doors. The guy that put this door in and broke it is actually a good customer of mine, and we're friends, and he has done a ton of work for me. He moved the bathroom from my lower office upstairs, did all the finish work. He tore out the walls in this new building to provide for all that workspace. He's a really good guy, but somehow the door got messed up, and we came to an agreement, and it's going to be okay. But I did go ahead and purchase a whole new door to be installed by another door company. So I just wanted to talk about that. He's a cool dude. But yeah, it hurt for a minute there, you saw. And just a little follow-up on how I acquired this extra building. After going through a year of qualifying, appraisals, EPA studies, loan applications, book gathering, it took a year and 2 loans to nail down the big shop building, the largest shop building in Bear City that I've wanted for 20 years. So when this other auxiliary building came up for sale, the owner walked up to me and said, "This is your building. You give me 10% down, I'm gonna give it to you for this price. I'll carry you as long as you want for 6%. And in fact, I don't even want you to pay me off soon. Please, sit there and just pay me the monthly for years." And I had to take it. You see all the storage space in there for my work. You see I have my own personal storage space, and we're creating a little cabin for us to have a little getaway. And it's another investment. It's just another bank account, because they're not producing any more property, especially in a town like Big Bear. And if you buy something, commercial or otherwise, you just sit around for a few years, it's worth a ton more. Now, I have been filming this last video here for 2 years, since the spring of 23 until now. It's almost the summer of 2025. I had hours of footage, But I had to cut a ton of it out because I just kept repeating myself, because I would film and then a month or two would go by and I'd film some more and say the same stuff. So I just compiled the best of all of it. I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you like camping videos, if you like home project videos, if you want to see how we acquired this big, huge shop in a video series, it's all on my playlist. Go check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Well, I haven't shown you guys this, but I bought this compressor to air up the airbags in my truck because I don't have the system that I put in my other 2 trucks yet because it costs money. But this thing is pretty cheap. Here's a picture of it, and you tell it what pressure you want. I got it at 48 because I'm in a hurry. Normally we should be at about 75. I just need to get up the hill. So this thing was down to like 10 pounds this morning. And it's at 14 now, so we're working our way up to 48, and then we'll get out of here. Where's the party?
Down there. Huh?
Where's the party?
That way.
Man, what a beautiful night. First summer night out here swimming.
Like and subscribe.